Just J-Lo, we're waiting for tonight.
Hey, can you bump me up just a tiny bit? I was having trouble hearing myself when you guys were talking anyway.
Well, how about now,
I
Chris?
think that's better. Yeah, that'll give that a shot.
That didn't change your volume at all. I just turned the volume up in the headphones.
Oh, okay.
That's
That might
probably
work.
why. Because we're auditorily louder. We have more Italian in us.
Oh yeah. All the meatballs.
Yeah, that's all. You been meatball. Oh, this is it. This is 250. We've done 250 episodes.
A quarter of 1,000.
250.
My favorite denomination of 1,000.
Look, I even made a special ticker tape for us.
Episode 250, quarter of 1,000. And who cares? I love that Chris is like completely obscured until we start the show.
Yeah.
It's a mystery unless you're listening that whether
That's
he's
it.
here or not.
That's why I made the ticker tape that says whether he's here or not. But I always leave it that he's not here. All right, let's see. Take that away. We've got one. We've got one already.
It's probably one.
It might be. Who knows? Who knows?
Who's with us? Who's
So-
here? If you're here with us, send us a sign.
there's
Let's find out.
someone present.
Knock twice if you're here.
Yeah, exactly.
You're on the Kickstarter, Matt.
There you go. That's right. That's right.
And Harley's on the Kickstarter.
God
Matt.
damn it.
It's all right. I like his presence. I want him to be here on the
Oh, he
mic.
gave you presents?
He gives me presents every time I'm here, and they're little, tiny, smelly, brown
Little
poops. Little cat poops. I get little cat poops every time.
Oh my God, we got
Oh, it's
three now.
Deirdre.
Oh, there we go.
Deirdre.
There's
And somebody
Sarah.
else.
250.
And I'm the third, so don't count me.
Well, we got two here. Two
Oh, Tyler.
in the middle.
Our
Oh, baby.
number one patron.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, Tyler, he
Tyler,
is.
what do you want us to do?
He's-
Tell us what you want us to do, and we'll
I'll do
it.
anything.
I'll do anything you want. You own me for this hour.
I'll make sure it goes on YouTube unless it violates
Oh, it's
uh,
going to violate.
copyright laws. In which
All of
case,
it.
I got to figure out where I can
$2.
get my 1.8 cents. What fucking bullshit!
Tyler, I don't. Were you on the live stream before we were talking about this?
No, I didn't.
So-
We weren't streaming
And
yet
we're
at
not.
that point.
We're just on the stream right now.
Yeah,
we're not
we're
recording.
not
But
recording
Tyler,
the show yet.
you were listening. So we worked out what the royalty fees would be for the bar owners to allow bands to play covers. It's for an hour and a half set. It's $1.80.
In Philadelphia is worth $50.
I can't say it as good as you can.
I got to get that clip, man.
Yeah.
I watched it the other day,
Fucking
and I was
trading places. It's
"Oh
the
my
best.
God.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hear it."
What does he
And
say?
it was dead on.
This keeps time in 6 atmospheres.
You got a receipt.
Got a receipt. Yep, that's it. Greg says it's a quarter pounder. We got a
Quarter-pounder.
quarter pounder going,
Greg's
baby.
here.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like a horror show.
I think he left.
It's like a horror
Yep, that's it. All right. Well, let's start this quarter pounder
All right.
rolling.
Let's get it juicy.
Oh yeah.
Buns.
Oh wait a minute. We got to. Speaking of buns, we got to slow this down.
Give me that.
Slow down.
Give me that bun meat.
That's right. Yeah.
Give Chris your bun meat. He demands it. And in 250 episodes, he gets what he asked for.
You're gonna wear your fucking jacket third.
Oh, I didn't realize I was wearing it. Holy shit.
Second skin.
It's like, I'm shit.
Look out, we got a cool guy on the podcast.
Cool man Jones over there dancing around. That's right, keeping it cool.
I'm as cool as it comes.
It's as
Yeah.
cool as a cucumber.
I'm as cool as Jack Frost's cum.
There you go. Little icicle shooting out like a machine gun.
It hurts. Stop making me feel so good.
That's why I live by myself.
Ow!
I want to take any
Why is it
chances.
coming out sideways?
That's right. This is Terry. Exactly right.
Curse you, devil god, for making me out of ice and frost.
But my dick is still flesh.
It's the only part you didn't change because he's not a pervert. That's why.
I'm
He didn't-
constantly in hypothermic states,
That's it.
and I'm cold, and I
what-
have a whole nervous system that feels everything.
Looks like a coin slot. All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Yay! And then wait. What does that do? Did that blow your mind? That just happened.
This corner weighing in at 180 pounds.
Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
Bunch of fucking amateurs. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay then.
Hail to the king, baby.
Ah, fuck it, dude.
Let's go bold.
If you tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt.
And AT&T presents Conservative Chris.
Oh my God! I don't know why you're on our show.
Chill, Chris.
This is it. It took him till episode 250 to finally let us know that it's all about conservative
I've
media.
got documents about the 2020 election.
Chris is he's got what
I'm
we
not
need.
surprised because Chris is taking us back to 1920 last week.
Have you guys seen the stuff about how AT&T is basically One America News?
What?
No. What? Explain this, Chris.
What is- wait, what-
90% of the funding for One America News comes from AT&T.
90% of the funding?
Yeah,
Shit.
like no shit. I finished. Well, the article was long as fuck, so I read most of it today.
Okay.
But it's
You got
basically
you got to take a nap.
yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
do whole articles in
Yeah.
one day.
I had level 27 at work, so I had to.
That's
it.
it.
No, so apparently, like the studio or whatever that is One America News, it's like this little family-run like network in like San Francisco or something like that, or San Diego.
Okay. One
And
of those weird
yeah.
places.
Yeah, someplace
It's-
where it's gotta be
Someplace
rich.
Spanish. Yeah.
yeah. And at some point, when like AT&T bought DirecTV, they like acquired this network, and since like nobody wants to give money to it or put advertising on it, like AT&T basically is all of the funding for like One America News.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd say that's more of a case of just protecting their investments, like infusing them with a little bit of cash.
Yeah, that was-
It's the
That was their
anti
legal defense.
the anti-Walmart approach, where it's like,
Yeah.
you pay me first. If your shit fails, it's on you.
That's right.
You're the dummy,
It's your fault.
and we're gonna carry it anyways. And you're gonna pay us extortion money to get it off those shelves, to keep
Yeah.
it on those shelves.
You better believe it.
We'll run you right out of the town.
That's right.
The best part was that there was some reference to one of their lawyers' quotes, like from a couple of years ago, and it said that basically if they lost their like deal with DirecTV, the company would be out of money. So it's literally like all their money is just from subscription money.
There you go. It's all got to get those subs
and
to
my-
rule the world.
And my pillow ads.
And,
That's the other 10%.
That's right. Well, you got to diversify your stocks and bonds. Yeah. You can't. God forbid you have them all in one
Yeah.
place.
No, I thought that was interesting. I
That's
didn't realize-
that's a little piece of information that I didn't know that I needed, and I still don't believe it that I do. Yes, that's
probably not.
I didn't. The only thing that I could have maybe learned that I didn't know already was that
I think we should do
AT&T is
exit
evil.
interviews for classes. The only thing that I needed to know that I didn't learn in this class.
Here's what I wish I would have learned. And if you have the foresight to ask that question or to make that statement, you didn't need the class in the first place.
Exactly right.
You teach the class. You're Goodwill Hunting.
That's right. Yeah, you're a good
Everything's okay.
That's right. That's
And now, my Mork and Mindy skit in the middle of this movie. Robin, don't, stop. Get down, Robin.
not time. It's not time. Robin, go back to your room. Go back to your room. Get the sprayer. Get the,
Get the trank gun. Get the trank gun. He's out of control.
It's too much.
Oh, God, he's lost it.
Try him. Take him down.
Anyone have an elephant gun to shoot this with? I know it's overkill, but I really want this thing to hit him.
I want to make sure that he learns his lesson. I want him to be knocked out when he wakes up to feel like he got shot with a paintball gun. I want the bruise to be there.
Actually, you know what? Trank him, then shoot him with the paint.
That's right. You know what? We're gonna make this colorful. We're gonna get the point across. We're tired of all these shenanigans here, trying to get a show made.
Are we going to return to the scene? Shut up, Damon. Fuck up, Damon.
It's not about that.
I know you're producing it.
The minute that Robin Williams got here, it was no longer whatever your script was.
Did you
He's just
see-
going to do his own stand-up in your movie.
You saw Aladdin, didn't you?
Yeah, you know what's going on.
It's just like Batman and Robin, how that's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
That's
that
right,
has
Exactly.
Batman in
That's
it.
it. Right,
That's
exactly.
It's just he's a
It's a
he's a side
crossover.
character.
It's a crossover film. Yeah.
It's gonna be very cool. I have to kick some ice.
I had to. All my riders 8 years old. They love puns. Speaking of puns, we are moving closer and closer to the spookiest time of year.
Scary time.
And luckily, there's all kinds of great stuff coming out. There's a new A24 movie coming out that's called Sheep, I think.
I think you're right.
Something like that.
I saw a preview
And
for that.
Looks pretty fucking
It's
weird.
about livestock.
I mean, doesn't get scarier than
It's
some,
about the
some
horrible
things
life of
eating
a
the-
sheep in the
eating
middle of
the grass.
Montana.
Yeah, eating the grass.
You think you know horror?
And your
Yeah.
farmer's just a little too familiar.
That's right. Yeah, Stephen King is dreading
Sheep.
this movie's release.
True prey. It's
Yeah.
all you either get eaten by wolves, you're getting herded, you're getting eaten by
Or-
people.
That's
or
it.
if you escape, you just die from not being sheared.
That's right. Yep. You just get lost. There's just this giant like cotton ball walking around.
Full dependence, codependence
Uh-huh.
upon everything around you.
It's a wonder they still exist.
not eat you.
Really, you'd think that.
It's only because of we will it, Chris. We're as close to God as we can get when it comes to sheep.
Honestly, same with cows. Like they like kill their own young and stuff. if
Yeah,
you let
they'll,
'em.
they'll sit right on them.
if you come up to a height below my knees, I am your God.
You're like the,
Yeah.
you're like the measuring stick at the amusement
Yeah,
park.
that's right.
Below here is fine.
That's right.
From up here, I'm not your God. Below here, I am.
That's right.
Okay.
If I can swing my arms around and not touch you, then I'm your God now. This is how God looks.
Anyone shorter than me,
That's right.
I rule you.
I'm the one. I'm the one, and I dare you to defy me. Stand on a chair. See what happens.
I'll knock your ass into
That's
next
right.
week.
I'll turn that chair right into your hat.
Take that step stool right out from under your feet, and I'll fuck you up.
I'll beat you to death with it.
I'll get my step stool out, and then I'll still be God. Swinging around.
Speaking of movies, though, have you guys seen *Malignant*?
Malignant.
I have not yet,
I saw
no.
Maleficent, but I didn't see Malignant.
Okay.
Are they in the same universe?
No, not quite.
I
Oh,
had a
well.
malignant tumor.
Yeah.
That's
Was it Maleficent though?
It was.
I
Was
know.
it Malefic?
It was delicious.
It was delicious.
I named it Tony.
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 I
Tony
saw.
the tumor.
So this is probably this is
Ooh, cancer.
so I was going through. Oh, that's what it is. So we're going to Jim Thorpe for a couple days,
Oh right.
and I was looking to see if there's anything going on at the Playhouse or whatever that's there.
Yeah.
And they have a comedian that's coming, but he's not going to be there while we're there, unfortunately.
Ah.
He has like I'm guessing a birth defect where he only has 3 fingers on each hand,
I've seen that.
Or he's on.
and all of his promo photos are him looking at his fingers like
What happened?
it's genius. It's genius. Yeah, I almost sent it to the group chat, but I didn't.
A picture is worth 4 fingers.
That's right. No, 6. He's got
6?
3. Well, I
Well,
guess
I'd say he's
2
missing
2 in the
2.
thumbs.
He's got
Oh,
thumbs.
that's right. So he had to give them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gave him up.
Gave
I
up
don't
the
know.
fingers
I
for
don't
the
know.
picture.
Yeah, so he could.
Oh,
it's
he just got rid of them.
That was the math behind that joke that fell.
Well, that's
Fell
okay.
flat.
That's all right. They're par
Fell
for
like
the
a
course.
child on a stool getting knocked off by Matt Suter.
Felt like some.
Kid, his wife's sick. She's getting better. She's
Yeah,
Sorry, we move at a breakneck pace. Sometimes I can't keep up.
that's
Yeah.
right. We don't know what's going on at any point in time. That's really the summarization of the 250 episodes.
How do people
that
not
we've
get
done.
annoyed listening to the fast-paced insanity? I can't even follow it sometimes.
Yeah, it really does go all over the place.
Well, you could do what I do, which is just pick up every other word or every 2 or 3 words.
yeah.
Like speed reading.
Yeah, exactly
Chris does.
right.
Speed
Yeah,
listening.
he's just looks for
Everybody
context.
remembers when I used to read stories.
Yeah.
Just like that.
We loved it. We loved it. We love it so much that if you're listening to that episode, it's probably still playing. Chris is still in the middle of his second story
And,
that he ever told
and
on the
then
show.
The sheriff he said that.
And maybe I should have read this ahead of time so I could have edited it. But
I'm trying to live in the moment.
well, let's see, where was I? Lost my spot. I'm going to start over again. So the
Wasn't quite
story,
that bad.
Yeah.
2% less bad than that.
So this is about how they make bran flakes. They start out with a box. It's blank. There's nothing on the box, but eventually it will read bran flakes. At some point, they send that off to a lab, and they get it tested. That's how they get the nutritional facts.
You forgot the first paragraph about the field that it grew in Kansas.
I completely skipped over that. Yeah,
It's funny how then Chris then adopted the signature like groan scream.
Yes.
For whenever something goes on too long. But
I haven't done that in a while.
I'm so mad about this. Fuck!
that's because we're tight.
That's right. They gotta keep
That's right,
going. Keep going.
We're tighter than a nun's butthole.
That's right. Well, that's. Well, now the occupation is any commentary, but that's as we learned from what was that, Garfunkel and Oates.
Yeah, St.
Yeah.
Garfield.
It's
Fuck me in the ass because I love Jesus.
There you go, Chris.
The
You
poophole
got it.
loophole.
It's all about the loopholes. That's what you learn. If you've ever been in an institution, you know it's all about the loopholes, folks.
But
But
if you're lucky, the poophole.
well, that's Chris.
Or if you're unlucky.
So sometimes you just
Depends what side of the ass you're on.
I'll tell you, when we went to the drive-in movie theater, they only had one special featured sandwich apparently, which I was very
The
excited.
poophole?
Well, no, it wasn't, but I was drawing the comparison to the idea of sometimes you just have to order off the regular menu, Chris.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes
That's fair.
sometimes you just have to, eat what's available, whether that's hot dogs in a bag or whatever you can get your hands on. Just seal in the
Be careful if
freshness.
you find a hot dog on the street. Don't put that in you.
That's
Unless it's in the bag still.
so Juan just came in on your comments. he's
Perfect timing,
He's
Juan.
very confused.
Perfect
He's very
timing.
confused
Just
as
how
to
we
what's
like it.
happening. That's right.
This is a
Exactly.
family show.
Confused. Chris, did you drink both those beers already?
No. That was,
Okay,
I was
so
moving
good.
the empty one out.
All right,
of the way.
that's-
Every
gonna
time
say.
we don't look at him, he's chugging them down.
Yeah,
like,
he's just
real quick.
shotgunning.
Real fast.
Shotgunning.
I got more in my
thing.
pockets.
That's right. That's what you want. You got to have the belt, your
Try to
utility belt ready.
I don't want him to get too cold. You know?
Mm-mm.
Don't get too cold now.
No, that's it. You got to keep it warm it up because the
It
boys are
slides down
waiting,
warmer.
as they say. Yeah, that's true.
I like
Yeah,
it hot, like my takes.
there you go. That's Chris,
like
and
your
he's
takes.
full of them. He's full of them.
Yeah.
We'll let you figure out which.
what the hell are you looking at?
I'm
What are
looking
you
at your
looking at?
shirt. I'm wondering what's on your shirt here.
It's
Not
the
that
dollop. It's the show that he talks about all the time that
Yeah, the history-
neither of us have ever
history
listened to.
podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, he's
It's pretty fun
he's
if you haven't
repping it all
listened
up.
to it.
Oh yeah, Juan looked up Glorp. There you go, buddy. Uh-huh.
Or was this referenced last week?
It's something I've referenced several times on the show, but
Oh, okay.
but with a warning of like maybe look it up, maybe don't look it up.
Oh,
Depends upon how
I
far
remember
you
the
are
caveat.
from sobriety or how late it is.
Depends what side of the ass
Yeah.
you're on.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do with your life. But when you're me, you have an insatiable knowledge or insatiable hunger for knowledge,
insatiable bloodlust.
insatiable bloodlust, just like Don Knotts' mustache, and you just got to do it sometimes. But yeah, so I watched. Let's see. Here I go again. I watched something the other day. Oh, the
to
Hollywood
hear everything about
Hollywood cliches or something like that. That's on Netflix at Rob Lowe.
I have not heard of this.
Okay, it's new. It just came out. It just
Okay.
came out on Netflix. It's kind of weird, right? It's a weird sort of thing. But the intro of they're like slowly panning in, and Rob Lowe's sitting in one of those fabric chairs that they always have people sitting in with their name on the back or whatever. And he turns around and he goes, "Hi. Unlike you, I'm Rob Lowe." And then he just launches right into it. And for whatever reason, that caught me at just the right amount of beer. And I loved that. I was saying that to everybody I could meet.
You were telling me you were Rob Lowe?
Unlike you, I am Rob Lowe. And I thought that's a good way to spend my time.
There's somebody at work today that told me there's a Chucky TV show coming out, like Child's Play.
Sorry,
Chucky.
Yeah.
I think it's on Sci-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if we know anything, sci-fi.
Quality programming.
Home runs every time.
Sharknado 5.
Sharknado 5, The
We know.
Revenge.
I remember years ago when I was growing up that they used to like at least try a little bit to make something
Yeah,
quality.
There you go.
I saw some
Or,
decent
like,
ones when I was a kid.
I remember Dad watching Stargate SG-1 and
Right,
all that
right,
kind of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. They
Yeah.
did a lot of syndication for a while there too.
Yeah.
That was a big one. Back to the first computer shop I worked at, as a matter of fact, Computer Bob used to
Did they have
watch that and eat ice cream with a plastic
Didn't they have
fork.
the Jonathan Frakes show on there? Too?
Yeah. Believe it or not,
If not,
Fact or
Fact or- yeah,
Fiction.
yeah.
That's the way to go. Yep, believe it or not.
They're picking up all these old properties. I just saw a preview for a Day of the Dead series.
Yes, I
Sci-fi.
read about
Wow.
that.
And I thought, well, why?
We'll see how bad.
It's the new Walking Dead.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
I thought you're so late to this party
Yeah.
that
like,
it's
just in time for zombies to be cliche.
So
and
wait a
we got
minute.
a zombie show.
People
better
like
than-
zombies, right?
So wait, hold on now.
I'm starting to think people are into.
Pretty sure people are into the zombie thing. They used to like vampires. We tried the vampire show, that didn't do
Can
well.
somebody clue Sleeping Beauty in here on the past decade of fucking TV?
Now, let me pitch you an idea. The next one, everybody's going to be into Frankensteins. All right, it's going to be all these doctors. All right,
Walking
Yeah,
there's a
Steins.
bunch
Just
of
the
doctors.
doctors.
It's just the doctors.
Yeah.
Dr. Frankenstein, medical woman. All right, that's going to be the name of it. It's his daughter. She didn't really like putting together corpses and trying to reanimate them, so she just became a regular ass doctor.
The CW is going to pick this up,
Frank-
Max.
yeah,
They're gonna love it.
Frankenstein,
They're gonna love
female MD.
Exactly. That's how she'll introduce herself. She'll be like, Dr. Frankenstein, female Dr.
I
Frankenstein.
thought you were a dude.
I only do the regular ass shit.
What's that mean? What do you think? A woman can't do raising the dead magic science?
You think that a woman can't rob graves and then
It's like-
run a bunch of electricity through the meat and pretend like that's actually going to do something? I got bolts. I can bolt the neck together. Whatever I got to do.
It's written by somebody that's only loosely familiar with Frankenstein. It's like Francine Frankenstein. That's her name. Like, yeah, it's Frank Frankenstein. I think that was the old guy, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Frank Frankenstein.
What did he do? Did he make like
Frank Enstein.
That's
yeah.
right. He was like a Nazi or something,
MD.
right? He reanimated
This
puppets.
is a Holocaust story, right? I think this is a World War II flick.
Diary of Frankenstein. I read it like the third grade. I remember.
Diary of Anne Frankenstein.
That's an actual short in a movie.
I'm running afoul of God himself.
They were hiding in that tower from the Nazis.
Don't kill me, Nazi. I know how to raise myself from the dead.
I regret to inform you that has already been filmed.
God damn it! God damn it!
The Diary of Anne Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
God damn it, we're late to that party too.
It's-
We're as
Like
bad as the
Sci-Fi
zombie
Channel.
people.
We're the
It's-
Sci-Fi Channel
no.
podcast.
It's in.
It took us 250 episodes to realize it. We are the Sci-Fi Channel podcast.
400,000. Oh,
That's
hey,
it.
Hey, it's
Just
all, we're
as
also
bad.
mixed with the History Channel.
That's it. That's it.
true. That's for
the
goddamn
Sci-Fi History Channel.
I'm changing the ticker tape right now.
sure. The worst combination of pretend facts that you could possibly watch.
That's right. That's
Pretend-
exactly what we're
It's
after.
pretend entertainment.
Yeah. But no, there's an anthology film that a friend of mine gave me years ago called Chillerama that I think I've told you guys about.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
But yeah, one
Maybe
of the
from you talking
one of
about
the stories within the story is like they're at a drive-in theater, and one of the movies is The Diary of Anne Frankenstein,
There we
and
go.
it's got the I can't remember the actor's name, but the skinny dude that was in like Dodgeball and was like the nerdy dude guy in Grandma's Boy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's Hitler.
Oh, so Hitler is in it. Okay.
Yeah, he's like with the
I wasn't-
SS when they break into the attic.
Oh my
I
god.
wasn't sure which way it was going to go there. I don't know if we were going to follow the Frankenstein story or what, but yeah, I guess yeah. No, let's not. Let's follow. Whatever we
Now
can
we
get
got to
our
pay
hands on.
$1.80 for just because we
Just for
mentioned it on the
You
show.
have no idea how deep in the hole we are right now. Yeah. From
Well,
all
we
that.
only get $5 a month. From
Yeah,
Tyler.
exactly right. Yeah, and that goes straight down the drain because most of that goes to taxes. That's it.
Yeah, we lose $4.95 in tax.
Yeah, exactly right. It's what a waste.
We won't eat this month.
Well, it's all right.
But
We
we,
can-
we'll still drink though.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you, saltines are
That's
going
why we're
up.
not eating.
So prices of saltines are going up. We're gonna have to go to the store brand
Well,
crackers
ever
soon.
since
Yeah.
ever since construction workers wised up and they started replacing their lumber with saltines.
Yep. I
Both,
mean,
both the housing market has been going down, and the price of saltines has been going up.
Now, see, the problem is the housing
houses
markets
are coming down.
That's right. The houses are coming down. Cholesterol is going through the roof. It's just it's a series of unfortunate, hills and valleys.
God
That's,
forbid if it rains.
yeah, exactly right. Well, I mean, it gets a little soggy, but all you got to do is like coat it in like a little bit of sugar water.
Oh, there you go.
That gives you just about 8 or 9 drops of rain. They just roll right off of there, and they're delicious. There's flies everywhere. My house is just covered in animals and bugs. But it's you got to do what you got to do.
Constantly patch it with new crackers.
Yeah, exactly. That's really what it's about. Yeah. It's more about the record than it
Lick
is.
a few of them first and stick
That's
them on.
that's
there.
all you got to do.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Stop wasting the salt!
Yeah, you're wasting the salt. It's what we sustain ourselves. The salt from our house.
It's basically like Hansel, like boring Hansel and Gretel.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Kids with really bad, real picky eater kids.
Yes.
End up at that witch's house.
Exactly. That's what she's very particular, and she knows that she doesn't have to season them afterwards because they're pre-seasoned when they show up.
They're all salty. The best flavor is going to come
Got
right
it.
out of
Got him.
Like charcuterie walked in the door.
All I got to do is hang him, smoke him, he'll be good.
I already got the brie. I got that earlier today.
Yeah, we're all set.
I got it set out so it's room temp.
Made in the shade,
It's
friends.
sweaty now.
Made in the shade, yeah. So what else has been happening? I have no fucking idea. You played your show. We talked about that on the last episode.
Yeah, we played our show on Saturday with my band Sonder, which consists of me, Greg, my brother,
And the rest
Tyler,
of My Chemical
our
Romance.
patron, all
Yes.
of My Chemical Romance, every emo band you can think of is
There you
in
go.
our band.
All of them.
It's like 90,000 people.
The royalties are astronomical. It's
We
like $5.
have to pay like $5 just to get these guys in the
every
same
time
band.
we play. Yeah. Even, they're playing their own songs. They still have to pay.
They end up having to pay each other.
Taking their $5 out of one pocket, put it in the other pocket.
Well, time to switch pockets. This is the record label pocket, by the way. This is the
Don't
independent
get
artist.
them mixed up now.
Yeah, lefty, right. What is it? I forget.
Lefty, righty.
I forget the rhyme, but one of these pockets is for them.
Lefty,
one of them is
loosey,
for Mason.
righty royalties.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's how I put it
In
together.
my left pocket, I lose the money, and I pay it to my right pocket.
There you go. That's right. It's the best bank exchange possible.
So we played a show at this place called the Century Bar in Philly,
Mhm.
and it was pretty good. It was our first debut show,
Right.
so we played like all the songs that we had pretty much had written and ready.
Mhm.
It was a decent response. It was fun. Just fun to get out and play.
Good.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was my first show I played since our Chameleon show in 2020.
Yeah. It's been God. I'm well in front of
It's been
people.
embarrassing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in front of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
true,
we
true. Yeah, we did a Halloween show.
We put on our masterpiece.
That's right.
Our
That's-
magnum opus.
Yeah, we'll live stream that one again this year. Why not? Right?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
All
why
I have
not?
to do is update the year.
Let's just update that year. There you go.
People are so dumb they'll think it's
We'll
new.
play the same set last time. Everybody.
Just
That's
play,
right,
turn
just-
it, play it backwards, and people think it's a new set.
Yeah,
That's
start
right.
start
All you
the
gotta
end.
do is just play the whole thing in
Start with
reverse.
Ghost, that way
Whole
it'll be
thing
released
in
to stream
reverse. That's it.
instantly.
Yeah, exactly right. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw the good material out front, and that way it's all going to be over far too soon. But luckily, we've been having like kooky weather still.
Mhm.
That it's
It's still like kind of hot.
and it's snowing over in California.
Oh hell yeah!
So it's a hell of a little flip flop going on there. But I'm all right with that. I think next week it's supposed to.
Well, thanks to AT&T, I know that global warming is fake.
Oh well, finally the results are in. Yeah.
And the world is flat.
Mm-hmm.
Vaccines cause, I don't know, autism. right?
Everything
Or
they cause
Yeah.
everything.
No, they. What is
Liberalism.
it? Yeah.
blood
Yeah,
clots.
yeah, blood
blood
clots.
liberalism.
Yeah.
Thinking for in the best interest of other people.
Yeah.
How dare you piece of shit!
Haven't you
Why?
ever been to America? That's not
Yeah,
how
exactly
we do
right.
things.
Are you considering these sorts of things?
You see something somebody's sitting on, and you say, "That's mine," and I'm going to take it.
Yeah,
And
That's
you just
right.
push them off. Of
give
it.
me one of them.
That's the values
Give
I'm
me that.
looking
Yeah,
for.
give me that.
I'll be honest.
Hey
I don't
Dylan, I'm gonna eat the whole burger.
Looking at my phone and say, "You're going to kill the
kidding.
president."
wait, I wasn't ready. Say it again.
You're going to tell people I did that?
that a house doing for a whole burger.
Tell the kid. His wife's sick. She's getting better. She's gonna get better.
And I'm rich. I don't live in a hotel.
My friend doesn't live in a hotel. He's got a good one. He's got a wife. He's perfect one. And the cars. He's got triples of Barracuda, triples of Roadrunner, triples of a Nova.
This is our show now.
Where our show is just rehashing other shows. Also, we
I think you should kickstart.
we
Just
owe
in case.
Tim Robinson like $3.
Three bucks after these 250 episodes. But yeah, we're quarter of a century of episodes.
quarter of 1,000 episodes.
Yep.
We've done it. We've made it
Big
this far.
250.
250 for episode 500. We're gonna really go all in.
I hope we can top 200.
We're gonna have Chris. I don't think that'll ever happen between
Probably right.
between the guest appearances and guest performances
Yeah.
that we were able to capture. But unfortunately, the SD card was corrupted.
Yeah.
So we didn't really get to do it
Dude,
quite as well.
we'll
A priceless moment in time.
we will never get to 500. It's been
That's the spirit. What? Because your book runs out of pages?
Once we fill it up, once the great brief moments in chess are over, that's it. We don't have any.
Juan says 750 more episodes to a millennium.
That's right. That's what we're
Finally.
shooting
To
for
a
that new millennium.
decacentennial.
There we go.
Decacentennial. It's a monumental moment.
Decacentennial. It's the dumbest shit.
I paid only half attention in algebra.
That's
and
yeah,
math
that's
classes.
it. I failed algebra several times. But
Juan, what's that in Roman numerals?
yeah, what's that?
It's
I
probably-
want to get as antiquated as possible.
It
Yeah,
starts,
Juan,
to,
pull
it
that
starts
up.
to shorten, so rather than like XVVII or whatever, it then ends up
The
just
L's and stuff.
FU.
Yeah, exactly
Just
right.
said
Yes, yeah, that's exactly right. Let's see here. I am desperately trying to think of what else we're going to be talking about here right now because
I did watch Squid Game.
Oh,
over the
boy.
you
last-
did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's hear
hell
it.
yeah.
And I found out today that I had the misfortune of watching it with the English dub, and that
I did
I missed apparently a lot of the story.
No, you're fine.
But
this is America. If
Yeah.
it's not told in English, it's not worth
yeah,
telling.
fuck 'em.
That's
if I
right.
don't hear an English speaking voice, I don't fucking care.
What country am I in? I'm not on vacation
You hear
right
you
now.
speak English when
That's
you're
right.
here.
Yeah, one
In my
America,
country.
one
Be
America.
online.
Chris says there's two languages: American and foreign.
I paid my hard money for this TV, and I'll be damned if there's going to be any Chinamen on here trying to tell me
Yeah.
about who they are, what language they speak.
if
Speak
you don't-
English. This is America.
If you don't like it, you can get
Yeah, you
out.
can get out. That's exactly right.
Get out of my Netflix.
That's
So,
right.
so
I'm-
I found out today as I was, and I'm gonna swing right back to Chris
Mm.
here, but the guy who voices the main character, his name is Greg Chen, and he produced like a lot of the Lonely Island
Really?
music.
All right.
No
Well,
way.
then.
I found it to be a really weird connection.
Sweeten
Yeah.
the pot.
But
Just
anyways,
sweeten
go on,
the
Chris.
pot.
Oh, so I thought it was pretty good up until the marbles episode, and then I thought it kind of fell off after
What?
that.
I was like, that hit me so hard. Oh my
It just
god!
like you could
I'm
have
not
chopped,
watching this show
could have
now.
chopped half of that episode out and not lost a thing.
I hate
What?
marbles. I'm not watching the show.
I don't know. It's just like I felt like at a certain point, a lot of stuff just got dragged out for the sake of time. And
Oh yeah, now I'm definitely not watching. Go ahead, keep going, Chris. You're giving me all
I
these
don't
reasons.
know. I mean,
I'm serious. I'm
Yeah.
serious. I don't want to watch the show because everybody's talking about it, and
the more I like it, the less he's going to
that's
want to
this
watch
is
it
usually
anyway,
how it
so.
goes. Yeah.
but no, I mean, like the concept was cool, and I liked the vast majority of it. I do recommend watching it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
But that's so weird because
watch the fucking piece of shit.
Shit.
I had the complete opposite reaction to that episode.
I know a lot of people.
That
did.
hit me like that felt
I'm
like
back on board
a
now.
climactic culmination of some of the development that had been happening, and then I felt like it started to, move towards the resolution from there.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just like a lot. I don't know. Like I said, it just felt like a lot of stuff was just dragged out for time.
Yeah,
Like a lot of the conversations in between stuff was just kind of like, okay, what are we doing? What's the point of this? Like, because half the people are going to die,
yeah.
So I don't know.
I
But I did enjoy it for the most part. It just I thought it fell off towards the end.
I think that there
It's like
may
they
be
changed
just
writers or something.
yeah, and there's probably a difference in terms of what they're trying to present because that at a certain point it kind of starts to focus more on the character sort of development and like what
Hmm.
they're taking away from the situation, and that can be maybe tedious if you're more involved in just the plot. So
I can
I
see
think
that.
that's kind of where this disconnect starts to happen, and I feel like that's generally two camps of people. like me and Matt. Matt's there for plot.
Yeah.
He's there for intricate, interesting plot that moves in a good direction, has a nice arc.
Yeah.
I've already met someone like you before. Take me to a place I've never been.
Right.
That's why I'm watching this. Yeah.
I know you dumb fucker.
I'm just saying, like that episode in particular, there was easily 15 minutes of people like throwing marbles that we could have lost and not missed a single thing.
I was so riveted the whole time.
Sounds
every
like
marble.
threat level midnight.
Every marble. I was like, oh my God, what's happening next? What's next?
More marbles.
There's another marble, you guys.
Oh my God.
Fuck.
Yep. That's it. We're hooked right back around to hook
But
territory.
the other thing that I thought was weird too is like all the people that like had their little bag of marbles, and then by the time they ran out, they were like shaking the bag like they didn't realize that there were no marbles in there.
That's
like
it.
you're holding the bottom of the bag.
Secret
Yeah.
compartment. Yeah, yeah.
I can't believe there's no marbles in here. I'm just holding flat at the bottom of the bag.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I thought it was good. Other than that one episode,
I do feel like I want to go back and watch
and he
the
kind of pissed me off.
English sub. Yeah, I could see that. The English sub, because I've heard that it supposedly creates a little bit more of a detailed
Yeah,
view of the world.
and it's truer to what they're actually saying instead of
Yeah, and also
figure, right?
I'd like to hear, I'd also like to hear. I just wanted to make sure I had my eyes on the action. This is the thing between dub and sub that
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm watching. I prefer a dub just because I don't want to miss anything.
Mm.
But a sub, especially for a long show like that, it's like 9 episodes, like
Yeah.
9 hours of show. I'm not going to read for 9 hours.
That-
I think I'm fucking
yeah.
in school or something.
that
I'm a
again could probably
fucking-
be
This is
Boy.
goddamn America.
could probably be shortened to like 7 hours easily.
Yeah, they could. Honestly, I do feel like they could have moved
Like every
more
ga-
swiftly through the entirety.
Every
of the
game was
show.
like there was like 10 or 15 minutes of shit that you could cut out.
And it was like an entire episode per game too,
Yeah.
which and there's an episode where they're not even playing a game at some
Yeah,
point.
there's
in
a
the
couple
beginning,
because there's only 6 games.
establishing it. Yeah,
Well, what language did the squid speak?
Squid.
well, the octopus was very
Very scary.
and I think Data was Chinese, so I think it spoke Chinese.
yeah, that's
Cantonese,
fair.
perhaps.
That's fair.
I'm not
Cantonese will be appropriate. That or
I need to have
Mandarin.
to-
He's got two choices.
I need to ask Kike Kwan, whatever. What was
Yes, I don't remember.
his name?
Keegan
No Time for
Michael
Love,
Key.
Dr. Jones.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
right.
it said.
Yeah.
And when it said that, it was Marble City, baby.
Man, it was like, all right, well, it's time to start the game. let the game play. Let the game play out. That's it.
One thing I will recommend that I brought up earlier was Malignant.
Before
was
you
a pretty fun movie.
continue, Chris,
Huh.
I just have to comment how terrible this is. This is the 250th episode, and Chris is the reason why we are making it through this silence to get till we get the weird news. Chris is now carrying the show.
It's my show.
It's
This is
now
it.
featuring Matt.
It's,
and Matt.
yeah, right, exactly right.
The Chris start.
Chris
We just
start,
had
yeah.
nothing happening. Go ahead, Chris. Tell us about this other show that you watched
No, it's a movie.
on
But,
our show. Go ahead.
No, it's I don't know. I don't want to give too much away. It's a pretty fun movie.
Is it the Babadook?
No.
I know, but I mean, is it like it?
Not quite. No.
Okay, cool.
Sort of.
I was
sort of-
partly what I was gleaning off of the trailers,
Yeah.
but
It's sort of like split personality kind of thing
Malignant.
with like supernatural powers type stuff.
And where is this available?
HBO.
HBO. All right.
I think I know it's another one that has like a time limit on it, so I don't know if it's still
you can
available on
watch it.
there.
Matt.
But
You and I share an HBO Max account.
Yes, I know. I know we do.
Well, you leech off of mine. but-
Yes, that's right.
That's okay. It's fine.
No, you use mine because you pay for it, but my tax dollars. That's why. You're leeching off of my fucking account. How about that?
That's exactly what's happening.
There you go.
Everything
That's
I
it.
own actually belongs to all of you.
Exactly. That's right. Exactly. Yeah. Matt's just borrowing it
You
from us.
guys
Well,
pay my
actually,
salary.
yeah. He's just moved forward and the little manifest destiny here.
I try to forget about that, or else I feel real guilty about how I spend my time.
More beer here.
God damn it, my squad got wiped out in Apex. Guess I'll start a new match.
That's right. I'm just going to throw this whole PlayStation away and get a new one. It's tainted. It's tainted from the
It's a
bad match.
Bad luck one. Every time I turn on, I lose the match.
I got to take this down to the jeweler so I can get a custom diamond encrusted.
Yeah, don't skip on the diamond,
Yeah,
sir.
that's right.
Right before I throw it away for losing.
I'm checking every one, make sure there's no cubic zirconia in there. Because get it out right now. Yeah, that's what we want. So Juan's done a little bit of research for us, and 1,000.
I told you.
It's an M.
Small.
It's an M.
Oh, no kidding.
Quite appropriately.
The
So
M's.
we've got to at least make it to 1,000.
We got a quarter of
That's right.
So
Now-
we can do M and M.
That's it. That's it. Now we've got it, and that'll be right. And then I don't think. Well, there is actually a C. C is also
Isn't that
a
50
Roman
or
numeral.
something?
I think so. Yeah. So we'll have to do
We'll have to
2050.
see if we can get that.
That's
I wanted to show Matt what it looked like, so he
Just
knew.
in case he forgot what a C looks like.
Thank you, Uncle Sam. Yeah.
This is my
Oh,
contribution.
it's 100. It's 100. So we got to do 2,100
Okay.
episodes. So it'll be MMC. And then that'll be it. We're not
Yeah.
going to do any more episodes. That'll be enough.
2,100.
20
That's our goal.
That's it.
Make it to 2,100, guys.
There we go.
At a
We're
quarter
at
of a
250.
thousand.
That's it. Only 1,000. What?
And then we can retire.
850 to go. We got it. We got it.
By then
we
we
do
can
it.
we can retire the podcast and from our careers.
We'll just start live
And our mortal
streaming
coil,
everything.
too.
Yeah, I hope that we'd be dead by then.
You're gonna
We're
sound
working
like-
on it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be.
Yeah. He's gonna be buzzing through like he's talking through a razor. Yeah, electric razor. But
You guys ever wonder what penguins look like if they were blue? Can someone give him his medication? I like fight him about it. Just stuff it in his throat hole. Bypass the mouth entirely. Just get it in there.
Covers those mouth.
you don't need to do "Here comes the airplane." Just tell him, "Here comes the subway." Just shove it right down the tube.
Just getting hot dogs stuck down in my tracheotomy neck. I don't even taste. Just slurp them down. Don't bother cooking them. He can't taste them anyway.
Temperature doesn't matter, just to make sure they're not too hot.
Stick a little tongue depressor in there so you can bypass his lungs. So go right to the stomach. Shoot him down, slide him down the chute right there.
Just spit on it to lube it up a little bit before you jam it in the hole.
You gotta treat it like a baby bird.
Chew it up, just throw it right back.
So you just spitting food in your neck hole.
Just listen, just swing by McDonald's on the way, get a McFlurry. They'll give you one of those really wide straws. They work real well because you can just throw it out afterward. Enjoy the McFlurry too, by the way, on the way.
You
You,
gotta-
have to pay for it. You're off the clock,
You
but
gotta push and pull his stomach like a bagpipe. Just get him to
that's
swallow.
he's supposed to make that noise. That's why.
This is where the classic bagpipe sound comes from.
That's exactly right.
Wasn't that beautiful
Oh,
music?
man.
You must
Man.
not be Scottish, you
I
piece of
don't
shit.
know what you made for dinner tonight, but he sure is happy or something.
He's feeling something.
It's not even revulsion or excitement. It's just notes. It's just, I think he's doing his Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
You pull on his left ear, he goes up an octave.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, the octave shifts are in the lobes. Yeah, yeah. We figured that was inconspicuous enough.
You gotta fill the bladder with air.
That's yeah. What a the human bagpipe. That's
my future, guys.
That's your future. Human bagpipe. Might as well enjoy it while you got it.
There'll be one silver lining to that future is that finally people won't have to hear me if they just move that microphone.
No, yeah, right.
Here, you guys. Okay, the microphone's here, but you can't get away from my voice if you're near me.
The beauty of it is that you'll be able to beat Stephen Hawking because there's so much of your voice on
I think they already buried him.
recording.
Can't beat him.
No,
I won already,
Listen.
Matt. I'm smarter than him.
You outlasted him. You outlasted him. But I'm talking. You can out enunciate him because all the recordings there. You don't need a robot voice. You can be in your voice.
That's a good point.
See?
Yeah. All of my different emotional responses, mostly anger, which is
Do you-
generally what I do, anyways.
Okay, so this is it. All right, I'm gonna
I'm gonna solve all medicine's problems.
All I have to do is scratch my forehead a couple more times.
Just feel.
I almost got it. Hold on a minute. I almost got it.
Just got to massage the thought out.
If we give the aliens a cold, I'm going to forego, or rather postpone, being
old. I'm not aging for a while, guys.
No, well, kind of, but no, I'm going to postpone becoming, reaching the singularity and becoming an android in the matrix of the collective consciousness of whatever supercomputer. Essentially, what we should really do, if we can, well, the planet's going to heat up. I was going to say we could turn the planet into a giant
Well,
server.
let's complete the thought before we start shooting it down.
Chris, I haven't done that in 250 episodes. I'm not going to start now. Wait until we round 1,000.
Yeah.
So for cohesive
hit
thought.
that big M.
That's right. We got to wait for that first M. That's really what's gonna. Yeah, that's right. It's gonna keep me going. So no, what I want is to have a Stephen Hawking setup with the computer and all that kind of stuff.
Do you got to get hit by a train for this to work? Or?
No. I'm
Or
just
have a
gonna. I'm
physics
gonna.
degree?
I'm gonna.
You can still walk.
I'm gonna voluntarily have them remove my vocal cords,
Okay.
and just give me a tablet that's a soundboard with sound clips from all these shows. And then I can just pull all the shit that comes to my head all the time. I'm always thinking of quotes from TV shows and movies and shit. I can just play them. They're always right there. I don't even have to think about it. I just tap it.
Well, we're all gonna be a bunch of.
Why have to cut your vocal cords out to make a soundboard?
Well, just so that nobody can be like, well, why didn't you just say that?
Well, we're all gonna be literal dummies. No,
Oh.
I mean not just figurative dummies like we are now, but we're all going to be able to speak without moving our lips.
Yeah.
They're eventually, if they can do that, they're going to hook up like to the point where you can think it and it'll just come out.
Well,
I like that better.
if you get the pod thing going, then you don't have to worry about talking at all. Then you can just do all your soundboards without getting the vocal cords cut out.
Chris,
That's
you're right.
true.
You're right.
It'll be a-
it
it'll be
all,
a
it all
giant pod.
depends upon the order in which these things happen.
Now, here's
Sure,
my
yeah.
question about the pod thing.
Yeah.
Will Godzilla still attack if there aren't any people around to be to live in Tokyo and they're all just living in pods?
I think initially he'll be confused. He'll
Is he-
think
is
he
he
walked
angry?
into like a breakfast nook.
Or
Yeah.
think
And
he's
then-
like eating marshmallows if you just
Yeah,
munch on
right.
them.
Jelly beans.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
jelly beans. Yeah, this is human flavored. Yeah. That's.
Is he coming up for revenge or just coming up because he's bored?
I think he comes up every like for his like dental cleaning,
Okay.
and
yeah,
because
6 months, right.
because he's eating fish and whatever
every
else. down there.
decacentennial. he
See,
just
but
pops back
every
up.
decacentennial he comes back from the grave. The problem is that like he's a giant dinosaur, okay, of some sort. He breathes fire. He lives underwater. So already we have sort of like
Maybe it's just really bad heartburn and he can't get it out when he's underwater.
this could be why he needs. He's
That's why
trying.
he's screaming the whole time.
Yeah. He's
I hate this.
he was doing pilots for Hot Ones all the time.
Times!
Yeah. That's exactly right. He's just looking for some antacids there. But
You should put him in touch with Shaq. Doesn't he do
Shaq?
the heartburn pills now?
Shaq's probably the
Here's
only one.
Here's something that I'm wondering.
They're the
I've
same
never
height.
seen Shaq and Godzilla in the same room together. Are they the same thing?
So the question is, who's wearing the costume?
No. Shaq hangs out underwater and gets all wrinkly from being under the water, and he comes up.
That's the question.
for a Halloween
Yeah.
centric episode, or not centric,
Yeah.
but Halloween season's coming up, guys.
Who's
Yeah.
the one wearing the
Let's
mask?
ponder that.
That's the question to figure out. Which one's wearing the costume? Is it Godzilla
I
or
swear to
Shaq?
God, if we see one of you guys who listens to our show, if we see you do a Shaq underneath or vice versa,
Yeah.
Godzilla
Yep.
costume,
Yep.
you can have whatever you want.
It will be the background of the show.
I'll get a tracheotomy now.
It's that simple.
I'll just bypass it all and get
That's
it right
it.
now.
It's that simple. That's all you got to do. Just layer some costumes, and we'll be in good shape. But so he's underwater and he's fucking swimming. Have you ever seen like
Are we
video
talking
of
about Shaq or are we talking
Godzilla?
about
Both of them.
I've seen the documents.
Yeah, how's the fucking water that big?
How's the water that big?
How's the water that big? About 70% of our Earth is covered in water. So deep we haven't even found the bottom yet.
Godzilla's at least half of that.
That's only exactly. He's like half the size of the Earth. So it's like
he fits in Japan. He's not that big.
he fits in Japan.
Yeah. Well,
Like a hot
I
tub.
think he sticks out in Japan.
Yeah, I'm pretty
really.
sure. Yeah, he's poking above the surface.
He rides the commuter train.
Well, you gotta
he blends in.
you gotta do what you can.
Gotta
with
save some
those sorts
scratch
of-
every now and then.
That's all. That's all you can really do.
Man,
with it.
easy being a
It was
dinosaur.
funny. I learned not that long ago that originally Godzilla was like 40 feet tall. Like
That's it.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's all he's got.
And
Yeah.
then it's
the
like
size of a windmill.
Yeah.
yeah, and then as Japan started building like taller buildings when they started making the newer Godzilla movies, they had to make them
So
taller.
like, well, he wears stilts now.
Otherwise, he's
Yeah.
just like barely imposing.
It's just a Macy's Day float. He's walking down the road.
Exactly.
Did somebody lose their pet lizard or what?
Yeah, they're just standing on. They're just throwing grenades from on top of the
Yeah.
buildings. That's all they have to do.
Shaq's lost again.
Shaq's gone. Yeah, Shaq's
Stadium's
gone.
that way, Shaq.
Yeah.
Can you imagine getting dunked on by Godzilla and then fry you with his atomic breath when you're guarding him too close?
It's got to. It's the only way that it can happen. It's the only way it can happen. I'll tell you what else is the only thing that can happen is weird news.
Let's do it.
Thank God.
We made it.
We really could have done weird news like 14 minutes ago, but
Well, you said we needed to
Yeah.
cover more time, so that's what we did.
just like Godzilla Shaq, covering more,
Cover more distance, cover
Give-
more time,
cover more,
space,
giving less.
cover all.
hanging out
Cover
below
us.
the ocean.
Sure, Chris. Weird news. All right.
We should have sponsors because we do real good commercials.
You know, if there's one thing we're good at,
It's nothing.
it's not much. It's not much. All right, internet people. All three of you. Are you still watching, Matt?
It's me
All
too.
two of you.
It's Juan and
We got one.
Ben was on for a minute.
Oh, very good. Your cousin.
Chris, yeah, yep, my cousin Ben.
Very good. Yeah, we've had. Let's see. We had
I don't even know if it's
Deirdre
accurate
and
what I thought.
Tyler and Greg and Brooke popped in.
I popped in for a second.
Juan and nobody cares about Chris. He's not here. Allison and more Juan. But Juan's
Lions and tigers and bears.
and bears. Oh my!
Oh my fucking god!
All right,
Get away from me!
My face!
Let me get.
Ah!
Let me get. We're you guys don't have to do that. We're not on. We're not recording.
I'm always
right
on.
now. We're not
Except when I'm
recording
off.
right now. We're just live.
I talk in my sleep too, so I never shut the fuck up.
Well, you got. Some people say that that's a sign of a lack of intelligence. Some people say.
Yeah, well, those people are stupid.
Some
What'd you call
some people say. Let's see here. Let me get this rolling here. That guy, then that guy. There we are. Okay, and we're gonna go for weird news. We're go for weird news, people.
Go,
Here we
go,
go.
go.
Wait a minute. Here, let me. No,
Wait.
We can leave that on. That'll be fine. Right. This is it. 250 people running like a well-oiled machine.
Something with lots of oil in
Full,
Feels like
it's
the first
it's
time.
full of snowball syrup. Have you ever let that stuff sit out on
Jack
something
Frost-
for a while?
Jack Frost semen.
Turns into straight Gorilla Glue. That's it. That's what we're doing right now. Here we go.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news on the Kickstarter Matt.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used the wheelchair on me to get the fire off me! Oh, help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. The human torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has partnership.
And now with this week's weird news, here's
So for an attempt, a failed attempt, I'm just gonna Babe Ruth it and point to the bleachers here and say a failed attempt at making this episode any better. We're gonna move on here to weird news time. Here we go. We've
Recording.
got. Oh, thank you, Chris. God damn it.
We're still on the live here.
In proper form, we just lost the feed for the recording. So here we go. We're going to try again. I have no idea what just
Weird
happened
news
on the
time.
recording,
Weird news
but
time.
this is where we're at. Yeah. So we're just going to keep going. We're just going
I'll
to
keep an eye on it.
plow forward like 250. No, actually, I think I hit the button with my finger when I went over to do this. But anyhow, so we've got everything organized here. Here we go for our first story. A Wisconsin man. I don't know about you guys.
I'm not
Chris,
Wisconsin.
Chris, you might have some experience with dealing with this. Matt, you probably do. You got enough of a yard. Wisconsin man turned into a local nuisance into a profitable business by offering his services removing walnuts from yards.
Are you fucking kidding me, Matt?
Black walnuts.
I have black walnuts specifically.
Yes.
I have about I have a decacentennial
You
amounts
gotta-
worth of them in my fucking dude. You can't
They're
even
everywhere.
walk when you guys like next time you come over to my place.
Yeah.
It is. They are literally pounding the side of my house all day, like poof, 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 poof.
That's just the neighborhood toughs
and-
throwing them at your house.
Those
Yeah.
are just the squirrels. Yeah. They're nasty bitches. Yeah, I'll tell you.
We're breaking into this nut shack one way or the other. I know you're storing nuts in those walls.
Well, Jesse Peterson, who's obviously storing some nuts in his walls, we'll let you figure that out. A Middletown resident and owner of, here you go, get ready, Jay's Black Walnuts. All right. He said he offers his services to residents of Sauk County, Beaver Dam, Verona, Middleton, and Belleville, or Belleville, rather. We're not in New York in the hospital, to remove black walnuts from their yards free of charge. He said he's seen property owners often look at the walnuts as a nuisance, as they can cause hazard for lawnmowers, turn them into a mess if they rot on the ground. So I'm going to pause the story here and say that I cut the grass last week. There were black walnuts all over my lawn, and I listen to podcasts or to music or whatever while I'm cutting the grass.
Mhm.
And over the music, which has to be considerably loud, to be louder than the mower and all that good stuff.
Good for your ears.
I could hear. Well, it's all right. They're shot already. That happened a long time ago.
That's why it's so loud. You can't hear
That's
shit.
exactly right. I have no idea what's going on. So it sounded like I was next to a shooting range.
Like you were in Vietnam.
Yeah, it was. I felt like I was back in Nam again. Yeah, right. Yeah. It's just bang, and because I would run over them, and because they were still green, I didn't see them in the lawn or whatever, and I'd hit them, and they would just go catapulting, and so I became very conscious of where the exhaust for the mower deck was, so I didn't break fucking windows in my house, but I busted off 2 boards from my fence from all the walnuts.
Oh my god!
Jeez.
Yeah, there's a little bit of damage now that I have to repair later.
Well, if
but
you have someone around and that you don't like particularly,
just tell
invite them over when you're mowing the lawn.
That's right.
Next time.
Just got to finish cutting the grass real quick.
I'll be
over
done
there.
in a second.
Just stay there.
Stand there.
Yeah.
Now move with the mower.
Yeah.
Why are there all these holes in the wall?
Why don't
over
you
here?
walk next to me while I cut the grass? I hear you. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Be like tennis.
Yeah, this is great. Well, he said the walnuts he collects end up in his garage, and once winter arrives,
Why? What is he, a giant squirrel?
get ready. He spends his time removing the meat and sells them on his website for $22 a pound, $11.50 for 8 ounces, or $6 for 4 ounces.
Wow.
He's going around collecting all these walnuts from all these yards. He shucks them, or whatever the fuck they call that, and then he sells them online
He's making money hand over fist.
for free. But he said he also sells the nuts at farmers market. He said other local vendors also use his nuts as ingredients for cookies, bread, and other foods. And remember, it's Jay's Black Walnuts.
Jay's Black.
That's right.
So he collects them for free.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought he was getting paid
He
to pick them up.
steals
No.
them.
He steals.
Right. He
He does.
steals
He
them from
steals
people.
them, and then he eats the meat off of it, and then he brings them. Well, not the meat. He
Yeah.
eats the.
He
eats
sucks the
the
meat
shell.
out.
Yeah.
Suck the meat right out.
Just
Sends it to farmers markets around the world,
and
and
it
makes-
just spits the nuts all over whoever's baking. This is treaty yard to my garage to table, he said to the State Journal. I'm about as big as I can get right now with one person.
So it's been
This is laden. This is laden with euphemisms here. Yep. Yes, he's eating those meaty nuts. Okay, so
it's a slow week in Wisconsin.
that's right. That's basically what's going on there.
nuts.
I'll tell you who else is having a slow week. A British man's pub crawl may have set a new Guinness World Record. And so normally on this show, we only bring these up when times are slow.
Yeah.
But I brought
in
this up
Wisconsin.
because I think, just like we were talking about, what was the other one that I thought that we could do? Do you remember what that was? I don't remember.
Way
what
too vague. And
It was.
I don't
We
remember
had a Guinness record that I was like, we could definitely break this.
Oh, I think it was like the grapes or something.
It might have been the grapes, but this is another one that we can definitely break. We just have to find the right location. He visited 51 bars in 24 hours.
I live in Baltimore.
Chris,
or near Baltimore.
Let's make this happen. Matt,
I've almost done that myself.
and better yet, this guy's name is Matt. Matt Ellis of St. Neots in England said that the officials told him there's currently no world record for the most pubs visited in 12 hours by an individual. So the record-keeping agency has set the goal to originate the record at 50. So I guess that's
very strange considering that the Guinness Book of World Records was originated by
to
settle bar bets.
Right. Yeah.
You would think the first bet would have been how many pubs can you
and that's
crawl?
it. So how many times are you at the grocery store and you're like, oh, I need milk, and then you get home, we've had milk this whole time.
It's here.
It's been there for years.
It was spoiled.
It's
It was here.
It's been there for years. He said he was required to have witnesses with him at each stop and consume at least 4.2 ounces of any beverage at each establishment.
What, a half a beer?
Half a beer is all he had to drink. That's, I guess, really the cost would be the most. I mean, like a beer.
He's still got
especially
25
these
beers
days.
to drink though in a night. That's probably close to alcohol poisoning.
It depends upon what you're drinking.
And the ABV,
Yeah, exactly right.
Right.
It's
you got to be able to walk it. This is the main
like
thing.
if you just get like a half a Miller Light everywhere you go,
Exactly,
you'll
you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
You're just gonna have to pee a lot.
over enough
you just
time.
pee on the way to the next bar.
Yeah, you just pee. Yeah, just literally pee your
You
pants
can
like
pee
Lee
back
Mason.
into the cup. You
Oh,
couldn't tell the difference.
exactly right. Exactly right. Yeah, so the pub fam said he visited a total of 51 businesses in 8 hours, 52 minutes, and 37 seconds. Evidence from the pub crawl has been submitted for official certification.
25 beers over 8 hours, piece of cake, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
I was worried about 3 hours, but yeah.
Wait, now where do you
No
get 25 from?
Well, it's
51.
half beers.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got you. Yeah, you're doing math.
They're math beers.
You're doing math beers.
How many is that in Roman numerals?
That's right. Yeah, figure that out one.
How many centuries? How many century beers is that?
Right, exactly. We need to figure that out. Is it a
How many dollar years?
How many dollar years is that? Yeah, that's the important thing. Well, I'll tell you what else is an important thing. We're going to go to Thailand.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Here we go.
All right, listen up, Tyler.
Listen up, Tyler. Flood hit Riverside Restaurant in Thailand has become an unlikely dining hotspot after fun-loving foodies began flocking to its waterlogged deck to eat amid the lapping tide.
This is what I imagine parts of Thailand look
This
like.
is what it is normally. This is completely
Yeah, I
normal.
thought
Yeah,
that was just a
They're like,
house.
oh yeah, that's fine.
exactly.
It's all fine. It's just wet here. It's really, really wet.
That's basically it. Well, shortly after the water tops the parapet, and Chris, that means a protective wall, just in case you didn't know. The first diners arrived.
I'll take a pair of those.
There you go. Before long, the deck is crammed with carefree customers happily tucking in as if dining in a deluge is perfectly normal. The wait staff, some clad in rubber boots, because isn't that how you get fucking trench foot? I guess actually you have to.
Trichinella.
You have to get trench foot is when you get your foot wet and then walk a whole lot.
Stays wet while you're walking around.
Yeah, then you just skin
But if
slosh
you're
off.
Living water is different.
Yes.
But there's all kinds of parasites in that.
Oh, there's
actual
everything.
water that
Leeches and
they'll
all
be
kinds of stuff. Yeah.
slipping under your toenails and
They're
going
just-
up into
they're
your
just-
heart.
they're just waiting.
You gotta
Eventually,
tapeworm
like,
in your
Right to the heart.
neck
You're the
now.
meal now.
If your skin's wet long enough, it can actually deteriorate.
Absolutely
all
right.
That kind of fun stuff.
That's exactly right, Chris.
Necrosis from wet necrosis.
There you go.
Wet crosis.
Wet
Wet
crosis.
crosis.
It's the worst, especially if you're wearing Crocs. Wet crocrosis
Yeah.
is really
That's
the
just
culmination.
embarrassing, really.
That is the most unfortunate disease that you can die from. Wet crocrosis. Yeah.
Oh
it's
man, I
true.
forgot my foot. It's in my Croc over there.
God damn it! Yeah, these I left it.
I knew
in
I
the
shouldn't
other,
have worked a double today.
in my other
It's
Crocs.
unfashionable but very sensibly comfortable.
Left my shoes, left my feet in my other Crocs.
I feel like real Crocs would come up and eat their feet. I mean, they're
Yeah,
in
I mean,
Thailand, aren't they?
there's well, I don't know. I think they have alligators there, maybe. I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I think it's alligators.
Alligators or crocodiles?
We'll see.
Well, crocodiles are more
How many Roman
regular.
numerals is that one? Crocodile. So they gingerly step through the swirl that quickly rises to more than 20 inches high.
Mm.
That's a considerable amount
Yeah,
of water.
almost 2
especially
feet.
in Thailand.
Yeah. So the restaurant in near Bangkok opened in February in a riverside location that perfectly complements its antique architecture and decor. Coming straight from the months long. Oh,
Tell you what, I'd love to be the janitor of this place.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, you're just running the
Sweep
mop
all the
underneath.
plates into the floor into the water. Let the tide carry them all.
Yeah, it's just like everybody who ever fucks on a desk in a movie. They just run an arm across the whole top of the table, right onto the ground, and it all just goes right away.
We'll seat you over here.
There you go. It's a great atmosphere during the flood crisis. This has become the restaurant's signature attraction. I wanted to challenge myself and try out this new experience. A 24-year-old said as he munched his food with the water creeping up his shins.
The death encroaching on
Exactly.
his
It's
mortal
just
body.
it's a perfect representation of life. There
Yeah,
you
I
go.
mean, judging by this picture, I mean, a lot of these benches are only a couple inches, above the water.
Right,
I mean,
exactly
you're
right.
Barely not sitting.
Well, the real
in
challenge is that waves come into the
Yeah,
restaurant, and it's about every 15 minutes there's a passing wave.
And then the sharks came.
Yeah, right, exactly. Turns out customers have a great reaction. They're happy, and we can see the atmosphere of customers enjoying the experience of eating in the water. So
This is nothing like eating at home.
this is yeah, right, so, best of all. Best of all, he says it means he can keep his staff happy by keeping them employed. So even amidst harsh economic times, the only thing that needs a bailout is the restaurant itself.
They're fucking up. They should have put rafts with anchors in there instead of
floating
tables.
tables.
Floating
tables.
The only other thing worth mentioning for the people that aren't going to see this picture on
Yeah.
Spotify,
Right.
is that water is like so fucking dirty. Like there's a guy's leg in
you
the picture
can't-
that you can't see past the water.
You can't see past the surface. Like there's nothing. There's nothing there.
So God only knows what the fuck
And
is floating
they're
around.
eating on wooden tables that are definitely going to split and fall apart very quickly. The guy's sitting on a metal stool.
Waves come up and splash their food, and then they continue to put
There
it
you
in their
go.
mouths
There
and
you
digest it.
That's it.
Like the top of the table is like a foot above the water.
He's barely any clearance there at all. Yeah, but they're having a great time.
Hey, as
and
long
that-
as everybody's having fun.
that's what it's
This
all.
guy's he's into the mood. He's got the Hawaiian shirt on. And
Oh
everything.
yeah, he loves
So he's
it.
got
He loves it.
Chicken claw in his hand.
Chicken claw?
Chicken, yeah, he's eating chicken claw. You're right, Chris.
He's eating chicken feet.
I don't
Love
know,
that
I've
chicken
never-
claw.
I've never been there.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right.
I think it's just a shrimp, actually.
Yeah, it is a shrimp.
Oh,
It's
okay.
absolutely a shrimp. It's
a-
just sold
it's a
with
big
chopsticks. Yes. Well, that's one of those oxymorons.
One
What
of
are
those
you going to
chicken
do?
claw shrimps.
One of them chicken claw shrimps. You got to stay away from them. I'll tell you what else you got to stay away from. It's not exactly on par with India's Taj Mahal, but a family house in a small town in northern Bosnia is in its own way a monument to love. This is the first love story that we've ever done on the show that I can recall. We might have done another one before, but this one warms
There was
my heart.
that couple that got engaged and the guy drowned.
Oh yeah,
trying to
I did like
ask her
that
to
one. That's
marry
right. I forgot about that one. That was good. You don't remember
you
that?
don't remember that?
You don't remember where they rented a house
It was underwater.
that half
hotel.
of it was underwater. The bedroom is underwater,
Yeah.
and the guy went
Oh.
to propose to her
He
the
swam
morning. He
outside.
swam outside and he drowned for some
Do
reason
it out front, out the window.
out the window of the bedroom. Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember. Oh
That
my
was-
gosh,
that was nice.
that was a
Uh,
romantic story of the
It was-
decacentury.
I'll tell you, it
That's
really
the kind
did.
of love story that we like around here.
That's the highlight of the decacentennial. The house in Serbach was designed by 72-year-old man who, with a green facade and a red metal roof, made it so that it can rotate a full circle to satisfy his wife's shifting desire as to what she would like to see when
Wow.
she looks out of its windows.
If you guys want to know what it looks like to be whipped,
Yeah, right. Yeah, This is
Okay.
it.
this is what it's like to be whipped.
This is how it looks. So look at this guy.
So there's a
I can't
concrete
tell whether
slab.
he's asleep right now. Like finally, I've got some
He's-
peace because I'm outside the house, or if he is just so like destroyed by his life. He's crushed under the weight of this marriage,
I used to have a basement.
and he's like, I have nowhere to go. Everywhere I go, she can see me.
I'm always dizzy.
It's just
spinning
nothing.
and spinning.
And for whatever reason, part of the
It's like
wall
being
of
on
his
the top
house
of the
is
Space
plastic.
Needle.
He's got plastic around the door of the
Marsha,
one
if you
part of
want to
his
look
house.
out the east, turn the fucking house yourself.
Look, yeah,
I'm tired of
exactly
this
right. I'm
shit.
tired of it. I'm tired of it.
The best way he could have done this, could have implemented this device, would
Right.
be if he did it with a hand crank.
Right, yeah, yeah.
That she had to crank.
There you go. You want it, you go take care of
I,
it.
The
I
best part
made it
is
so
that
you could do this
It's
now.
not hooked up to anything. There's just a switch.
Yeah, right.
And he goes down after 20 minutes and presses. I'll teach you to act like I built the house on the wrong side of the hill. Yeah, idiot.
This motherfucker can move anywhere you want it
I
to go.
spent so much money on this fucking house turning thing. I can only afford a tracksuit and these off-brand
But
New
not even
Balances.
a tracksuit. There's not even track pants.
just got a
You can only
windbreaker.
afford the top. You can only afford the top. Yeah, I couldn't afford the pants.
Saving up for
I had to get one of the clearance ones. Somebody stole the pants, and so they couldn't sell the whole suit. So they were selling it at a
I
discount.
just combine it with my clearance Dockers
That's
that I'm
it.
wearing.
That's it, and I have the green area clearly marked so that it could give you the green light to please stab me in the stomach because the slow death that would result would be much better than the marriage that I've been in
These
for
are
the
just
past 50
these
years.
are just minorly fatal wounding areas.
It would be better to bleed out than continue to be
Please.
married to this bitch.
Please make me suffer. I just want to feel something again.
It's so cold. Many years ago, when they married, they had built another typical house for themselves in which they raised their 3 children. At the time, the wife wanted their bedroom to face the sun, so they did. But this meant that
Then the sun moved all of a sudden?
God damn it! It's like I thought it was over there. But this meant that the living room faced away from the road. After a while, he said the wife was complaining that she couldn't see people entering the front yard, and so they remodeled everything.
We were right.
Yeah, exactly
We were
right.
right. I was just it's a total satire here in the beginning, but now I feel like we were right.
Exactly.
I want to see the sun. Well, now I can't see people coming up to the house. Like I could see a window on the other side of the house from the fucking porch.
That's right.
Just look at the fucking
There's
window.
windows on every wall. The house isn't that fucking big. Okay.
And rather than build
the
more
window
windows,
isn't big enough.
he built a rotation block instead of putting in a window. It probably cost him like 20.
Honestly, it probably just gave him a reason to not be inside.
That's right. Exactly. It's like finally I can work
You know,
on the
I'm
house.
going to go to school. I'm going to learn how to pour concrete.
I'm going to learn. I'm going to become a mechanical engineer. I'm going to go to night school just so I don't have to sleep next to this snoring bitch. All she does all night is complain about, I can't see the moon. Well, why don't you fucking get up and go outside then?
Got to make the house turn upside fucking down.
Exactly right.
You have the
It's
living
like,
room.
it's like a goddamn Tommy Lee drum set in this bitch. All right. So so then 6 years ago,
Start complaining that she's too right side up. I don't like how gravity's always pulling on my legs.
I'm getting wrinkly. I need to be upside down at least 6 hours a day.
I want to live like a bat. Can you just start
bat
making
time.
this turn the other way now? At that point, he's just going to turn the house. So it literally rolls upside down on top of him like the Wicked Witch of the
He's
East.
just waiting. He's just praying that it's
And
going to
it's just
happen.
him and his New Balances sticking out of it.
Yeah, you want to see
Sticking out of the side of that crash.
He starts muttering to himself and goes out and starts pouring gasoline all around the house.
Some other Bosnian guy walks up and steals his sneakers, and then his wife starts
Take this
being like,
gun and shoot me in the fucking head.
Let's continue the story. Well, many years ago, they married. They built another house typical for themselves to raise 3 children. At the time, the wife wanted the bedroom to face the sun, so they did, but you couldn't see people entering the yard. He said, I had to tear down the wall between our 2 bedrooms to turn them into a living room and then move all of the electrical installations. It was a very demanding task. It took a lot from me, but I did what she wanted.
It can't be away from her.
Yeah, right, exactly. Then 6 years ago, only one of the 3 children had not flown the nest, the son, and got married, and his parents decided to let him live on the top floor of their family house while they moved to the ground floor.
This poor guy.
Once again, this time on the ground floor, I had to start tearing down some walls, and at that point, to not wait for her to change her mind again, I decided to build a new rotating house so she can spin it as she wants. Kusik, who did not have the chance to go to college, designed and built the rotating house by himself using electrical motors and wheels from an old military transport vehicle.
You don't have you can't tell me you didn't have the chance to go to college, but you had a lot of time and energy
To remodel
build
it every time you change houses. There's
rotating
the
fucking
rooms.
We couldn't afford college remodeling the fucking
Exactly
house
right.
every
That's a
year.
lot of money. I need to buy a fucking tank too, apparently, to get the whole thing to spin.
Oh, those things are crashed down all over the place out there.
This is the part that I like. Now our front door also rotates. So if she spots unwanted guests heading our way, she can spin the house and make them turn away.
Wow. See some Mormons coming.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
The
right
best
there.
result of all of
That-
his work. Hard work to please his
It's
wife.
what the fuck was it? That was in a That was in a TV show, maybe The Office, where somebody has a circular desk and they just it's Parks and Rec. It's Ron Swanson has one where so he can just keep turning away from people. That's basically that, but in a house form. It's perfect. But in Bosnian, his wife's name means "quote unquote" loved one. She declined to be interviewed because what part of "fuck off" don't you understand?
well, how does she come across as anything but like a demanding, needy person?
Exactly.
That forces her poor Bosnian.
That's why this guy's standing outside sleeping in the middle of a rainy day.
That's exactly right. He's got 2x4s up his pant legs, up his back. They're buried in the ground. That's his bedroom.
That's the first thing you learn how to engineer.
He's a fucking scarecrow of a human being. Yeah.
Anybody that gets to this side of the house before they could turn it, he'll scare them away.
That's right. There's some dude standing out in that yard. I'm not going in there. I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
The whole reason that there's a bunch of plastic on the one corner of the house is because he jumped out of the fucking
tried to kill himself, but she had the house turned away from the cliff. That was
succeed.
Nope, not a success. I'll tell you who else was unfortunately unsuccessful. A man in Shreveport, Louisiana, didn't win the Powerball jackpot, most recent Powerball jackpot, but he may have won the internet with his dreams of how he'd spend the winnings. A man only identified as James was being interviewed by Corey Johnson, by a CBS affiliate in Shreveport, when he frankly admitted what he would do if he won the nearly $700 million prize.
Please tell me you have a video or some audio or something.
We have a video, but first I'm going to read this part here.
Okay.
He said, well, I'm definitely going to get a new supercharged Mustang with dual exhaust. And then about 5 kilos of cocaine, and then I'll be good to go. And apparently that was not the answer they were looking for. So the reporter handled everything like a pro by changing the subject. So here we go where's the fucking... Oh, there it is. I was going to say, I put the goddamn thing in there. Where is it? So here is the... Let me figure out how I can fucking get this to play. Well, you're going to have to listen in real close, everybody. Here we go.
Have until 9 tonight to get it, but the drawing is not until 10. I'm here with someone else who has gotten their ticket. Now, James, you bought your ticket. What are you going to do with that money if you win?
Well, I'm definitely going to get a new supercharged Mustang with dual exhaust and about 5 kilos of cocaine, and I'll be good to go.
Okay, so you like cars. You like cars. I don't like cars. I don't know what I would do with all of that money. I would have to sit on it, pray on it for a day, figure out what I want to do with it. But, Doug, back to you. I mean,
Here's my number in case you get a hold of that code.
Yeah, that's what we're living for these days, folks. But the last James dream did not come true on Tuesday night, and according to reports, the winning ticket was sold in California.
Lives to see
He only got
another lottery.
he only got an 8-ball.
He could only afford an 8-ball. That's it, and quite possibly that man is dead. It would be funny if we see him on the on Weird News later on that he's dead. He stole a Mustang from somebody.
I'm winning no matter
We'll
what.
see. That's it. It's happening whether the lotto gives it to me or not. That's it. Sometimes you just gotta adapt, improvise, and overcome.
Sometimes you gotta win your own lottery.
That's right. Sometimes you gotta acknowledge when you've won the lottery of life. You know, when you have the connections that you need to just get an 8-ball of cocaine and just really have a great old time.
Go to town.
Just go to town in that Mustang that you stole from the dealership parking lot.
Go to town in the Mustang in your mind.
Let me tell you, the spike strips aren't up at night.
Flying in the Mustang in my mind.
Yeah, that's right. Singing that while he's flying down like 120 miles an hour down the road. Now, honorable mention for the Weird News today. I bypassed the story just because there wasn't a whole lot of meat there. Not that there was a whole lot of meaty stories here, but
was it walnut meat?
It was walnut meat. It was black walnut meat. It was a guy who supercharged a riding lawnmower that went 148 miles an hour.
Damn.
God.
And I cannot imagine what it would be like to be that free, to have your grass cut so fast that it catches on fire
that they break your neck.
Probably something like trying to handle a big old plate full of black walnut meat. You know, that's what else are you going
5 kilos of cocaine.
A big old plate of black walnut meat and 5 kilos of coke.
The only question you got to answer is which one are you going to snort? Which one are you going to suck?
That's exactly right. And we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt
and
Chris.
We'll see you later.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Enjoy that meat.
Meet it up.
Give me that meat. Give me that.
Give me that. Give me that.
All right, internet people. Thank you for joining us for this terribly underwhelming 250th episode.
Would it be any other thing?
This is what we've learned is that we build up the landmark episodes to the point that there's nothing but failure.
I don't like
that. Keeps us humble. That keeps us. That's we stay in the pocket that way. Next week it's going to be a terrible show, but it's going to be less hyped up, so it won't seem as bad.
That's I think that these benchmarks are the ones that you want to avoid. What the magic really happens is in the middle when we're kind of getting like bored and comfortable.
Exactly. That's what you want. Bored and comfortable is the goal here. Yeah, we're looking for
the motto of my life.
That's exactly right. That's our pocket. Yeah.
Bored but comfortable.
Bored but comfortable. The Kickstart story.
The Kickstart. That's right. Kickstart story featuring Chris. Forward by Chris. Epilogue by Chris. And chapters 1 through 96 by Chris.
That's right. Yep.
Oh, man, I better get working.
That's right. No, it's okay, Chris. You already told all the stories.
Oh, thank goodness.
We're just gonna turn into writing. We're gonna get a bot to do it though.
That's right. It's gonna take.
Yeah.
It's gonna the book is gonna be decacentennial pages long. So we love you, internet people. We'll see you on the next adventure if you so choose to subject yourself to these horrors once
I keep
again.
trying to tell you guys not to, but you do it anyways.
You persist. You persist. And so
I know what I'm getting you guys for Christmas.
We're not ones to
Razor
and a GIMP mask.
You guys love pain.
That's
I know
right.
you do.
We're gonna ship out a Shaq and Godzilla costume, and if you get both of them, you won the lottery. That's right. That's right. That's right. I've been seeing all. That was another weird news story too. That was from last week. That was all about all the weird. Like, don't be too scared to wear these Halloween costumes, and they were like terrible rip-offs. You know, it's the stuff they sell in Spirit or whatever. It's the terrible rip-off versions of these different things. There were some real gems in there.
Like a RoboCop outfit that's like the robot policeman.
Robot policeman, those sorts of things. Yeah, they just slightly change the name so that they can
killer mask.
avoid those 70-cent
I saw one. It was
royalty fees.
It was like middle of the week angry girl, and it was supposed to be
Wednesday. Yes.
It literally spelled out the descriptors.
They can't afford to be nickel and dimed by royalties.
Spirit Halloween
literally
is
nickel.
It's right. It's wish.com for Halloween costumes.
That's why I love that place so much.
At least you know what you're getting.
It's exactly right.
You do.
You know what to expect, and that's not much.
Just like this show.
That's right. See you next time.
Perfect
The
way to end
spirit
it.
of Kickstart.
What better way? Spirit of Kickstart.